Hi everyone, welcome to the virtual pub. I know I'm a bit of an unusual face to see straight off the bat. I'm Gavin Williams and I'm here with my co-host, Sam Squire, who should be coming in any second now.
The smoke thing didn't work, but thanks for doing the intro. Dr. GAV in the hot seat. How's it going?
Yeah, good man, good. Glad to be here. Glad to come help you out on this one. And excited to see the band playing tonight as well. I had a little look at them earlier and they look like a real decent lot.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for stepping in. Everyone's loving you in the comments already.
Oh, beautiful. I need to bring up the comments myself, actually.
I'll highlight some people. Jez, straight off the bat, you're late. It was about 3 seconds late, I think you'll find. Butler's loving the Gav thing. Jack's in, locked in. Yeah, the shirt game. We ended up wearing roughly the same shirt, and I think Gav, you're drinking red wine as well, right?
On the Bordeaux.
Boom! Look at that. 2 black shirts, 2 red wines. How you feeling about that?
Hit 'em with it. So what have we got looking forward to tonight? Do you want to tell him, Sam?
Yeah, we got Tugboat Captain lined up tonight, who, as Gav just said, they are sick. They're really good. I think it's another one that's coming through Jack James, our booking agent, we calling him, pretty much.
He is pretty much that.
Yeah. But yeah, they're great. I'm looking forward to getting them on. We got a few little things to discuss before then. I suppose we'll be aiming to bring them on in, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes time. But first of all, Gavin, how's your day been?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, bud. I did actually hit the vino a tad hard last night, so I was feeling it this morning. Managed to get out in the garden, get some garden done. You know, it's desperate times when I'm doing my garden. Normally, I like it jungle-like, bit of a, get out there. I feel like an adventurer, machete in hand, chop through to go for a cigarette. So yeah, it's a bit of a change these days, really. Modern day Martha Stewart.
Are you, because you're still working, aren't you? Are you Monday 9 to 5 type thing? Monday to Friday 9 to 5?
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of my job allows me to do bits whenever I fancy. Really, I did some this weekend, and yeah, just play it by ear. As long as it gets done, it gets done. I'm quite fortunate in that respect.
Sharpie's keeping us on the ball, keeping us professional. He's just mentioned we're live on YouTube as well. So for anybody who's watching on Facebook or wants to share the link or wants to watch us on the smart TV, YouTube rejected your comment. And that's fine because that link only needs to go to Facebook. If anyone wants to watch us on YouTube, there's the link in the comments down below. Bang us up on your smart TV. You could have Gavin plastered across your wall of 60 odd inches. And who doesn't want that mustache plastered across their wall? Look at it. I'm going to zoom in. Look at that. This
Classic.
Is specimen.
Classic. We'll be selling
your hair while she's full screen. Oh,
full
yeah.
Tiger King.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. I think the more it develops, the better it'll look.
Absolutely. I was thinking of reshaving up the sides as well. And as soon as I get the dirt curtain swinging down the back, I'm be full in there. Develop a hatred for that bitch, Carol Baskin. I mean,
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, you got to. Mate, it is.
I've heard so much about it.
It's unbelievable. Honestly, it's from episode to episode. You keep thinking this is the pinnacle. This is the peak. You're waiting for the curve to flatten, essentially, and it just never does. It's exponential.
It's basically the biggest thing that's happened this year, isn't it? I mean, apart from obviously coronavirus, but there seems to be more memes out there about that at the moment than there does the coronavirus.
It's a close second for sure, undeniable.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think possibly a new episode dropped. There may be fake news, but I'm sure I heard about. There's like an extra little something that is given to the people.
I'm sure somebody said on the show last night that there was like a one-off extra episode coming or something. Like I say, I haven't seen it. I don't know the format, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that's going to be the case. So I have to have a scan for it, see if it's. Sorry, I just saw Jack James dirt curtain. Yeah, I was thinking of getting it tattooed on the back of my neck, so when people turn around, look, I can split the curtains and reveal the label, dirt curtain.
Big up Emily locked in. All the OGs are locked in. I think everyone's come on to see you, really, haven't they? Luca's locked in. Everyone loves a bit of Gavin in their life.
Well, it's nice. I'm glad to hear it. And I love a bit of everyone in my life. So works out perfectly. Ooh.
Oh, Alex Stern's locked in. Everyone's just talking about Gav. I mean, unsurprisingly, look at that image. Let's go in for another close-up. Oh, I love it. I love
Get
it.
it in.
Is the mustache getting annoying yet? Is the mustache like getting in your food and stuff?
No, man. I'm a long termer with the beard, so I'm pretty used to just having food in there, basically. If anything, I see it as an advantage these days. When everyone was panic buying, I was like, I'm stocked to the brim with easy access as well. So yeah, it was no issue for me really. I wouldn't use it for toilet paper though, so still had to buy some of that, unfortunately.
Apparently, Butler's little lad's asking what a dirt curtain is.
That would be when you have the business at the front and the dirt curtain is the party at the back.
Okay.
Technically speaking.
Yeah, Kyle's locked in. Another comment for Gav. Someone put Sam with an exclamation mark in the comments. I'm feeling jealous. I'm not really. Of course I'm not. How can anyone ever be jealous of Gavin?
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that's good though. There should definitely be the love for Sam as well. You've been absolutely grinding with this. As one of the influential landlords, definitely. I'd love to see some love for you in there as well.
no, I'm only joking. All the love can be for Gav tonight. It's fine. I'm on here every night. We're always getting love. Well, sometimes we get hate. No, we don't really. I'm joking.
Oh, what?
Wait, go on, Jack. Thank you. Yeah, big you lot up. One thing I did want to say, which has been working really, really well, is if you want to spread this show a little bit for us tonight, I think the artist that we got on tonight totally deserves for more people to see it, or as many people to see it as possible. So, big thing you can do is just below the screen at the moment, there's a button that says share. If you press the share button, you can start what they call a watch party. And it basically hacks the algorithm. It means the views just completely rocket because it's Facebook's new feature that they're only just testing at the moment, this watch party idea. So if you start a watch party by clicking share and then clicking start watch party down below, you watch in the corner, the numbers will rocket right up the more that people do it. You'll be able to tell as soon as somebody does it, the numbers will shoot right up. Because I think what it does is it puts a notification out to loads of their friends saying like Jack James has started a watch party. So yeah, if you do want to help us out and you do want us to kind of spread the community here and spread the love, then that's one thing that you can do. And I think Tugboat Captain, who's coming on in about 4, 5, 6 minutes time, yeah, totally deserves it. It's an awesome act, and yeah, we want as many people to see it as possible. So yeah, do that. Start watch parties, please.
Absolutely.
Doesn't really matter regardless, but do it because it's fun.
Yeah, of course, as long as everyone enjoys the show. And quick shout out as well, I just saw good friend Sam Sampson come in. Thank you so much for tuning in, brother. I miss you loads. Hopefully I'll see you soon. You
guys were training together just before all this, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. He is a force to be reckoned with in the jiu-jitsu mats for sure. So yeah, can't wait to get back to that.
Pip James saying, "Where's Nick?" He's in the comments, but it's his night off tonight. So we've got our guest host, Dr. GAV, joining us. Anyone who's got any serious medical questions, send them in, and Dr. Gav will answer them for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I do specialise in gynecology, so any of those, absolutely fine. Send them on in. Unlicensed, of course. Disclaimer.
Yeah. Gav's day job means he's totally qualified to offer human medical advice. Yeah. Neil Newton locked in. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm just going to say the watch party thing one more time. So if you are locked in and you want to share the love, share the feed tonight, the best way to do it is, yeah, a lot of love coming in for your mustache. Best way to do it is click the share button down below and start a watch party, because that's apparently how we hack the algorithm, and it sends the numbers skyrocketing. So yeah, thanks for doing that. If anyone's done it already, you lot are awesome. Big up Pip James. Loads of new faces locked in tonight, which is always nice to see. I'm just looking down below. Tugboat Captain looked pretty ready to me. Yeah, looking fairly ready. Yeah. I think maybe the microphone might still be muted. Other than that, we're ready. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, I want to see these emojis and, you know, the boogieing guy emoji, all of those, loads of them. We're going to bring Tugboat Captain into the feed. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex from Tugboat Captain. How's it going, man?
Hello. It's not too bad. How about you?
Yeah, good, man. Cracking on, doing our thing. How's lockdown treating you?
It's all right. You know, had better times, but you know, getting on with it. Writing lots of music, which is nice, but otherwise, just trying to stay busy.
Perfect, man.
Yeah,
Make the
nice.
most of it while you're locked in. And that's one hell of a guitar you got there as well, brother.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's an old piece of trash, but it sort of looks fun by this point.
Well, you know, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Exactly.
Are you? I see some drums in the background. Are you locked down with other musicians?
No, this is just my like home studio setup. So
Oh, nice.
Bob's floating around. But it means that I've been able to record. And I've been in quarantine. I was in quarantine for 2 weeks before lockdown started because we were away in America. So we had to come back, and now I've been here for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
Oh,
fair.
so you're like pro level then, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the US. We were heading out to South by Southwest. They got cancelled, so we had to turn around and come home. We played a couple of shows in New York already, but back here now.
Nice. Did you come back into the UK just as the lockdown was starting then?
No, about 2 weeks before it started. So I was
Oh, wow.
quarantined at home for 2 weeks before everyone was saying stay at home. So yeah,
Yeah, fair enough. Was there any sign of it over there whilst you were over there, or was it still kind of new?
I mean, our shows were getting cancelled as we were out there. By the time I left New York, I couldn't even sit in a cafe to get coffee. Like, it was that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I was in like standing in an empty Times Square, which was surreal. But
Wow.
yeah, super weird.
Opportunity for some cool photos though. Empty Times Square.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice. That's cool. So in terms of, obviously all gigs are cancelled at the moment, are you doing things like live streams, that type of thing? Is that obviously...
Yeah, we've been keeping fairly busy with it. You know, people keep on asking me to do it. Obviously it's not quite the same show as all four of us in a venue. But me and myself in the house playing some music is quite nice. I don't mind it. It's a good thing to keep going. But it's been a fair few of them, I think, now, all over the place. And lots of people are coming up with different ways of doing it. But this platform's pretty smart. This seems pretty good.
Thanks, man. It's yeah, we're putting a lot of work into it, so it's nice to hear that it's kind of resonating with people. It's definitely it sort of started off as we were chatting about earlier. It was a bit of a drunken idea that sort of well, it literally came from us speaking to each other on FaceTime in the really early days before the actual lockdown happened. And we were just like, we were in a group message. We would say to the boys like, "Oh, speak to you in the pub tonight," as in kind of like the message group that we had, and with the video call that was happening every evening started getting called the pub. And then there was a bit of confusion whether people were talking about the pub and then we started calling it the virtual pub. And now here we are, kind of 3 and a bit weeks later, with a bit of a platform on our hands, kind of showcasing musicians and doing all our afternoon masterclasses and all that sort of stuff. So it really has just sprung up out of nowhere. But yeah, we're loving it. We're loving the process, and yeah, it's good fun, to be fair. We got a comment in from Jack James saying, "Big up TC, love you socks."
Jack James, Jack legend. I stayed at Jack's place in Plymouth when we were on tour last year, and it was real fun.
Where are you based?
In London.
Oh, okay, cool. Whereabouts? Not your address, but
I can give you if anyone wants to come over and hang out. No, I'm in South London, in London, more specifically, like near Peckham.
Cool, nice. Is that your hometown, or have you moved up there for the music?
I actually grew up in Kent, in Maidstone, but I've been living here for a few years now.
Yeah, cool. Did you find when you kind of got there, there's more opportunities, kind of being more around the scene and stuff?
Yeah, as a musician, it was wicked. And I moved here as a student, for 4 years ago. And that's sort of when I started doing music a little bit more seriously as well. And like, I mean, the scene here is wicked, and it's super, super fertile, and means that it's nice to get out and play some music for everyone.
Yeah, good man.
Go on, Gav, do a question. I've just got to do this quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely, bud. So as far as you found it on Lock-In, is this your first online performance, or have you been sticking with it, doing a couple appearances?
Yeah, I've done a couple of things on Instagram, all sorts of different people, and it seems like people do just want to like keep creating content, and this is a really nice way to do it. And it's really fun to be able to like actually play some music to people, because other people go a bit bonkers. But yeah, I've done a couple on Facebook as well. But it's good. It's a really nice way to keep playing music, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you want to keep it up while you're in. And to be fair, there's probably people who potentially would never come by you. Normally, when you're playing at pubs, it's just like a perfect opportunity to see you.
Yeah.
Definitely. I reckon we jump straight into it. People are calling me out for wandering off and going, do a question, Gav. My phone rang and I wanted to make sure it didn't come through the microphone, but yeah. I reckon let's jump straight into it if you're ready, man. Yeah. So like I said to you earlier, we'll when the set's on, I'll full screen you in a sec. We'll be here in the background. If anything goes drastically wrong, just wave and shout and make noise and stuff, and we'll be here. But sweet, man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments between Gav and I, let's create some atmosphere and welcome onto the virtual pub stage, Alex. Thank you.
Beautiful.
On full screen now. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying safe, looking after yourselves. I'm Socks. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much to the virtual pub for having me. I'm going to play some music for you today. This one is one I've written while in lockdown. I was on my way home when I bit my tongue and I cursed. I guess it's just my luck. I should have paid for the bus, then I wouldn't have rushed to be almost nearly there. Stumbled on the sidewalk. Well, I should watch my feet, but I keep pushing back the clock for extra sleep, a faster walk, at least enough just to stop to say I'm almost nearly there. Almost nearly there. Almost nearly there. Thank you. That's a brand new song. So yeah, I'm Socks. Thanks very much for tuning in, whether that's on Facebook or YouTube. It's cool to be doing this on the web. I'm going to play an older one for you now. This is off an EP we put out a little while ago. It's called Record Time. Is it all in record time? You've ended up feeling fine. Maybe I'm still on your mind. Maybe you're still on my mind. Think of you when I'm alone. Oh, I think of you when I'm strong. Oh, I think of you on the bus home. Oh, I think of you on the train home. Wish that I could just make sense without getting in an argument. So maybe you can take offense and sending you these. What is it that I have done that you haven't ever called me drunk? Oh, it seems like you're just moving on. Oh, I don't know how you're moving on. 'Cause you used to be so great. Check your Facebook profile every day. And I'll never get over you. I'll change if you want me to. Well, I don't know why you're not in a state. I miss you like I miss the sea. Does the ocean bring up memories? When I held you on a frozen beach. Now you moved on to a new city. It seems to me I miss you worse, because you never sent a message first. I'll forgive you all the nasty words. You forgive me all the nasty words. Yeah, you're so great. Check the profile every day. And I'll never get over you. I'll change if you want me to. Well, I can't do it for so long. Thank you very much. That one's called Record Time, and it's off an EP we put out a little while ago. Yeah, so I'm Socks from Tugboat Captain. Usually there are 4 of us. Obviously, in this instance, it's just myself here in South London in lockdown. Big shout out to the rest of the band. Hope you're all doing well. Missing you loads. So I'm going to play some more newish songs. We spent the last few months before this whole thing in Abbey Road putting an album together, which will hopefully be out at some point in the future. We'll see what happens. But this one is off that record, and it's called Figure It Out. Outweigh my motivation, and I'm still so impatient to figure it out. Send my salutations to well-respected stations. I need an explanation to figure it out. How do you get so comfortable? How come you look so pleased with yourself? I'm not really sure of who I was before. I've become such a bore trying to figure it out. Calculation sums of who I might become if I hit a home run. Figure it out. How do you get so comfortable? How come you look so pleased with yourself? I'll wait for the storm, or just lean back and yawn. Either way, I'm sure that'll figure it out. Hey, yeah, that's a new one off a record we're hopefully going to put out in the future. I'm going to play a couple more songs for you today. Thank you very much for listening. A big shout out to Jack James, who is a real living legend. We stayed with him when we were down in Plymouth on our last tour. He also played alongside us. So yeah, big shout out to Jack for being an absolute legend. This one is aptly titled Now No Plans for This Year. Getting close to something easy. Raise a toast to that. When it goes, you say you miss me. Will we both be sad? And I know it's just situations get me blue for sure. Let me show you interpretations how this could be more. I've got no plans for this year. No plans for this year. No plans for this year. Yes, I got time. If you want it really, I can make you mine. Well, it's fine. If you can't hold me, dear, I'll just hold the line. I've got no plans for this year. Plans for this year. No plans for Thank you very much. Yeah, so those are a couple of new ones. Say hello in the comments if you're there. Just wave. If you've got any requests, feel free to fire some requests my way. I may or may not play them. I did a live session the other day for Lyle and Scott, the clothing brand. And there were a lot of people in the comments asking me to play Don't Look Back in Anger. And I was very, very confused, and I really couldn't cater to them. But I decided at some point I'm going to learn it just in case the situation arises again. Anyways, here's another song, and this one is called Be Strong, Smoke Less. It's the single we toured behind last year. We went around the UK playing this song. It was a real hoot. It's about a conversation with my dearest mother. Usually it's back and forth, but in this instance, it's just me on my own. So yeah, here we go. Be strong, smoke less. Be strong, smoke less. Maybe you'll feel less depressed. I've tried, but I need something to relax my mind. Be strong, drink less. Maybe you'll be less of a mess. I've tried, but I need something to occupy my time. I guess I do anything just to be everything. I'm just trying my best. Seem like selfless less. And nobody wants this. I'm just trying my best. Be strong, eat well. If you're better, she can tell. I try, but I need something to occupy my time. Sometimes I just feel so fly. Inside a place to get high. I'm just trying my best. But seem like selflessness. And nobody wants less. I'm just trying my best. You can keep your poison, but I should check my health. I feel it in my system. I don't look so well. If I quit, I'll miss them. Only time will tell. Maybe I should listen. Discipline myself. I'm just trying my best. You seem like selflessness. And nobody wants to mess. I'm just trying my best. Be strong, smoke less. Be strong, smoke less. Thank you very much. That one is called Be Strong, Smoke Less. It's our most recent single, and you can find it online. Yeah, I'm going to play another one for you now. This one is called Don't Want to Wake Up on My Own. You can find it on the internet. And please do go check us out. If you can, buy some music, do all those things, support artists, because it's a really difficult time for independent artists at the moment, or any artist in general, being a creative. It's a really crippling time. We've just lost all our touring income. We had to spend an extraordinary amount of money to get back home from the US safely after the coronavirus stuff started happening. So yeah, we were meant to be going out to South by Southwest, playing a bunch of shows in the US. We were in New York and had to turn around and come home. which was really heartbreaking. So if you can spare some money, head on over to our Bandcamp, buy some music. If not, just hit stream on Spotify, check us out. This one is called Don't Want to Wake Up on My Own. You can find it on episode 34 or something like that of Terrace House, a Netflix TV show about Japanese people living in a house together. It's called Don't Want to Wake Up on My Own. Here we go. Don't wanna wake up on my own. I don't wanna wake up on my own. I don't wanna wake up on my own. I don't wanna wake up on my own. Well, I've been feeling different since the weather changed. I don't want to wake up on my own. I don't want to wake up on my own. I don't want to wake up on my own. I don't want to wake up on my own. Well, I used to have night fear, but now they've gone away. This is the bit that you hear. It's a lovely keyboard song. Yeah, that one's called Don't Want to Wake Up on My Own. Yeah, so for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm Socks from Tugboat Captain, one of 4 members. Say hello in the comments. Say anything you like in the comments. Nothing too nasty, ideally. But yeah, let's play some more songs. What are we going to play? Yeah, okay. Let's play this one. It's called Hollywood. It's a song we put out a long time ago now. It's on our first album, which is called The Tugboat Captain. You can find it on the web. Here we go. It usually has a bassoon intro. So for those of you who are familiar with the bassoon, imagine the bassoon. End of the story. You say that Hollywood is boring. Well, it's meant to be. Maybe you'll come back like in a rom-com, but I doubt that. It seems like hot TV. Pray for you. Well, you should pray for me, because I'm lost now. Maybe I was meant to be. I got your photos locked in drawings to printed porno magazines. Now the pictures are all characters, people that are meant to be. pray for you. Well, you should pray for me, because I'm lost now. Maybe I was meant to be. Thank you. That one's called Hollywood. I might try and play a cover. Yeah, let's see how this goes. This song is by a wonderful artist called Andy Schauf. It's off his second record, actually. He put out a new record recently, but he's an amazing songwriter, worth checking out. Paint on the wall and smoke in my collar, rings on my friend's left hand. Dark are the days I remember the way that you left town to reach my feelings. I don't really know anymore. I don't really know you anymore. Telephone calls and pills in my pocket, rings on my friend's left hand. Whiskey glasses poured into ounces while I was praying for clouds. I don't really know anymore. I don't really know you anymore. Holes in my shirts and dirty clothes for laundry, rings on my friend's left hands. Dark are the days I remember the way that I left town to reach your feelings. I don't really know you, and I don't really know you anymore. Yeah, that's one by Andy Schauf. He's a really amazing artist. I strongly recommend checking him out. And I'm really sorry, Andy Schauf, for butchering your song. I'm going to play another new one. This period of time in lockdown, one of the advantages, I've got my sort of like little home studio set up here. So I've been able to record some music, and I might do a massive content dump at some point and share all of it. I'm trying to hit 100 songs. I don't know when by, but we'll see what happens. This one's a new one. There we go. Please speak gently, I'm asleep. It's been a heavy week. I need to ease the load of the cacophony in life's monotony is contradictory, I know. Please be tender, I'll return to sender while I can't remember what I dreamt. Well, you're the half of it, the full cathartic bit, the mystic beneath which I am swept. I'll wake up in the afternoon, right above banana moon. A day without the dead end seems a waste. Once again I've ducked out, or maybe I just lucked out. The sheriff knows I've lost another day. Thank you. That's a new one that I wrote recently. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Virtual Pub. Thank you very much for having me, the Virtual Pub. It's been a real treat. Big shout out to the rest of Tugboat Captain. Hope you're all doing well. Please do check us out online because it's really important for us to stay afloat as a band. Yeah, thank you very much. Keep streaming, keep doing all the good stuff. Yeah, have a good evening, guys. Stay safe. This one is called Day to Day, and it is a song of our forthcoming third album, which is currently untitled. Here we go. I've been trying to live up to expectations that were set when I was far more patient and I could dream above my station. Now I'm in the supermarket buying food that's clearly past it. Whatever is reduced, it's keeping me amused. I'll set the bar pretty low. Each day's a success if I can pay for my own smokes. And I am resigned to never own my home. Well, I'm not designed for home. I'm not designed for hope. I know it's depressing, but there's matters far more pressing, like the fact I have got clean clothes, the trash goes out today. I know now I'm sitting on the sofa, wishing that you would over and tell me it's okay. Now the sky is gray. I'll set the bar pretty low. Each day's a success if I can pay for my own smokes. And I am resigned to never own my home. I'm not designed for hope. I'm not designed for hope. I'm not designed for hope. I'm not designed. Keep your success. I guess I'll confess I'm living day to day. I'll get some rest until I'm at my best, or I just feel okay. God, I'm depressed. Guess it's just a test to see what I can take. Don't think any less Thank you very much.
Woo! Fantastic, brother.
Thanks, guys.
That was sick, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, no,
Yeah, that was really, really good. I think it was called Hollywood, the song. Absolutely loved it. Seriously good, bud.
It's an oldie, that one.
Oh, really? Vintage.
Oldie but goldie.
Well, there's some strong passes in here, isn't there? Sorry, I'm just joined in, and the Tash game is absolutely.
Alex, this is Josh, by the way. Josh is one of our hosts who was late to the party tonight. Josh, Alex, Josh.
That was amazing. I was listening. It was awesome. It was so good. I think Luca dropped a comment, which was exactly what I was thinking, and the Death Cab for Cutie vibes there were monstrous. It was so good.
That's a real compliment. Cheers.
Yeah, no worries.
A lot of love coming in the comments. I like you, Alex. You seem like a happy chappy. Are you quite optimistic about life?
I try my best. I know sometimes the songwriting doesn't portray that. But I'm doing my best to get through this at the least.
Yeah. You seem like a happy chappy. I like it. It was a nice burst of happiness on the feed. It was really nice as soon as we handed over and you did your intro and stuff. I was like, I like this guy. He seems optimistic about life.
Oh well, you got to keep trying. I hope that that translates to some other people out there and that they're also feeling nice and happy.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a big part of what we're trying to do here is just be a bit of a break from all the noise and the coronavirus stuff and everything. And I think that
Just
set in
having a
particular was. Yeah, it was a nice half an hour of kind of just forgetting about the world and just listening to some beautiful music.
Oh, that's good. Well, thank you.
No, it's cool, man. Your if you don't mind me bringing it up, your last name's interesting. Is it? Where's it from?
Sokolov is a Polish name, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
You may have seen my dad in the comments as well. Michael Sokolov. He wanted a song. I didn't write for him.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah, there was still love coming in the comments. There's a lot of love for you.
Oh,
yeah, I think you've cheered people up, put a smile on people's faces, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Josh, how's your day been?
Yeah, it's been a long one, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been asleep way too much. That's bank holiday weekend in the sun, and just what else can we do but sit at home and drink in the sun, and it's killed me a bit.
Have you had a long nap today, have you?
I've had a long nap, and then I've had a roast about an hour ago, and I'm not feeling too great.
You're literally ready for a cuddle and
I'm drinking. That sounds wicked.
Hey. Oh no, it's fantastic. I'm not moaning too much. I'm just a little bit dilapidated today. Just feeling a bit empty. It's good though. That's cheered me right up. So thank you for that. That was just what I needed.
I just saw as well. Who was the head poking in the corner there? Do you live with someone, bud?
Yeah, it's my housemate Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Well, hello, Henry.
Come say hello.
Shout out to Henry.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Hey
Henry, how's it going?
Yeah, all right, thank you. All right, just heard the concert through my bedroom wall and enjoyed it largely.
Yeah, nice.
Happy bank holidays, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Man.
Happy bank holiday, Henry.
Thanks, gang. See you later.
See you in a bit.
What's everyone drinking? What are you drinking, Gav?
Mine and Sam's favourite, actually. Yellow Label Bioc.
Mate, I'm on the exact same bottle and we're in pretty much the exact same shirt.
We're like so in sync right now.
Great minds.
We're drinking the same booze.
Yeah, it's what we get from the wholesalers. It's not really. No, it's Gav and I used to live together for a while, and this became our kind of wine of choice. And apparently, we've just carried on that tradition, even though we don't live together anymore. It's an easy one to. It's usually on offer. It's like reasonably good in as much as it's not just like a £5 bottle of wine. It's kind of you spend the extra couple of quid and you feel like you're a little bit more higher class for the evening.
That stuff.
It's definitely it's sometimes when it's not on offer, I've seen it go up a little bit over a tenner, but usually it's pretty much on offer all the time, and it makes you feel like I don't know. I think you can taste a little bit of difference between like a £5 budget bottle of wine and a £10 bottle of wine that's on offer at £8.
I can't taste the difference.
No,
I think one thing that I definitely noticed is the hangovers are slightly less. Like I think that if you drink really cheap alcohol of any description, whether it's cheap vodka, gin, wine, whatever, that's when I really feel the hangover.
We talked about that with the cocktail guy, didn't we?
Yeah,
We talked about the sulfites and the cheap nasty versus the nice expensive.
He was talking about filtering your own alcohol. So apparently, if you get like cheap vodka and pass it through 5 different like a coffee filter, like a paper coffee filter, You filter it through the coffee filter 5 times, 5 different coffee filters. It'll come out like the most expensive vodka because that's all they're essentially doing is filtering it.
That sounds like a faff.
How's that for a hack? Yeah, but you can take a £10 bottle of vodka up to like a £50 bottle of vodka just with a bit of faff.
But generally, if I'm buying a cheap bottle of vodka, I'm in a rush to get it down. That's the thing.
That's the trick.
Yeah, that's the musician lifestyle, isn't it? Just
exactly.
whatever's on the rider.
Yeah, I'd honestly drink anything.
Did you say Michael in the comments was your dad?
Yeah, he is my dad. Yeah,
he's shouting out Henry from the comments. He's obviously a Henry fan.
A cigarette, unfortunately. he might come back and say hello at some point.
So I was literally just about to say, have you got any plans in terms of? It's a new question, really, isn't it? I was going to say, what in terms of kind of, well, you mentioned that you're recording. That's cool that you're able to record with your home setup and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the home stuff, and I'm demoing and stuff. We've also got this new record we just finished in Abbey Road a couple of months ago. So we're sort of putting the finishing touches on that. But basically, everything's now delayed. We don't really know what we're doing. This whole situation means that we cancel touring plans. We don't really know what we're doing with the album. It's sort of just a waiting game, and then we can start planning again. Like basically reconfirm what we're doing.
Abbey Road's pretty huge, though. Is that like a
label
thing, or is that?
Yeah, it was a crazy experience. We got really lucky. Bizarrely, our bassist met one of the engineers in North Face, the shop. Like they were both just hanging out in North Face, and they got chatting. Turns out the guy's one of the engineers at Abbey Road, and we ended up going in there for free.
Wow!
I knocked a priceless Harry Potter signed poster off the wall on my first day in there.
That's that cheap vodka, isn't it?
With the exact
smash the place up,
knock it off the wall. I'm there, just like, this is not going to be good. I'm not used to these. I'm recording in spaces like my own home. So I'm going into a pristine studio. I'm not prepared for it.
That's like one of the things that you just hope that would never happen when you go into somewhere like Abbey Road.
Yeah.
It's like, right, if I don't do one thing today, it would be don't break anything while I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Luca's in the comments asking, how many songs have you got left before you reach the 100 song target?
So I've written about 25, like recorded and written. I reckon I've got another 10 written, but not
about a third of the way then.
Yeah, I'm making some decent headway.
Are you allowing yourself kind of any kind of leeway with it? Are they? Do you make sure they're all kind of full finished songs, or is it quality or quantity? I guess is what I'm asking.
100% quantity. I did a 1 second song today, which I think might be the shortest song ever. It consists of solely a
1 second song.
1 second song. It goes yeah, and that's it.
Wow.
I think
sounds like a number one.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was to condense basically all the concepts of what people think of Tugboat Captain into 1 second of music. I think I may have got pretty close.
Yeah, that's just efficiency. If you can give everyone a whole gig's worth of like passion and musicianship in 1 second, that's just efficient.
Yeah, who wants to dick around and listen to 45-minute album when I can get one?
Yeah,
people have got things to do. People are busy and their homes doing nothing.
Outside of the what?
I think it'd be good for the streaming as well. Those numbers, if it's 1 second, people can hit that on loop. We're going to get huge streaming numbers.
Yeah, I reckon you've hit on something there. Just like the most direct passion and that you can give people. 1 second songs. Yeah, I reckon you're onto something.
This is quality over quantity, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
That old tale.
At least then on things like Spotify and stuff, it would be listed that you've got album after album after album, but you get mad plays on it because people will be able to listen to an album in 13 seconds.
It's so easy for them to just zip through. They can absorb the whole of our catalogue in no time at all.
I have the crossfade thing on Spotify as well, so I think it's 1 second. So if I had it on like 2 or 3 seconds, I could listen to a whole album in like 4 seconds.
I think if you had it on 1 second, it would just be like silence all the way through, wouldn't it, until the very end? It would
just like, an album would just go, that's it. But as long as I had that passion, brother, I'll be with you. We got somebody in the comments asking for an encore. I'm wondering if you might have a cheeky extra song for us.
Well, he's got the 1 second one.
I can play another song.
Maybe do a 1 second one, but also a slightly longer one.
I can't remember how the one said. It's yeah. There's no more instruments in the car. It's all the drums now.
I feel like there is a market for little samples like that, like people making videos and stuff that just need like a just like a little transition audio sound.
I have a tape recorder in my pocket just to play when something awesome happens. I just whip it out. Yeah.
When you walk into a room would be the best one. Straight through the door, yeah.
Okay, shall I play another one?
Yeah, man. If you got another one, that'd be awesome. We'd really appreciate it.
I'll play The Distance. So this is a single we put out about 2 years ago. Yeah, it's usually a big pop banger with harpsichords and jumping and screaming, but I'll do it as a slow version. Oh yeah, hey Ollie, that's my pal Ollie in the comments.
Hey Ollie, thanks for joining.
Hello Ollie.
Hello Ollie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise, make some atmosphere.
Yeah.
Alex, everybody! Woo!
Yeah. This one's called The Distance. Come on, let's work it out. All these things we're feeling, why can't we talk about the fact that you are leaving? And I just need to know about all these problems. We could just take it slow until we figure out how to solve them. Well, I wanted something that I knew I shouldn't have, but now it's just the plan. It's not the distance that defines us, it's the part of us that says we're in love, we're in love, we're in love. That's enough. And we could scream and shout to remedy these issues, or I could sing cows. Days that I have missed you. Well, I'll keep my lips shut tight and let the skin get chapped. Or wait till you come back. It's not the distance that defines us, it's the part of us that says we're in love. This is normally harpsichord. I don't know if I can do it on my own. I don't know if I can do it on my own. I don't know if I can do it on my own. I don't know if I can do it on my own. I don't know if I can do it on my own. I don't know if I can do it on my own. Thank you very much. That one's called The Distance.
Whoa, bells there, brother.
What have you come back with, Josh?
Wait.
What have you come back with?
Oh, just a bottle of rum.
Just a bottle of rum.
Perfect. Pirate life.
It's crazy you said that song like live with the band and stuff's like really upbeat. You got the harpsichord and it's real like happy-go-lucky. Like the Curtis vibes I got off you doing that acoustically, and it just felt so morose. But I could hear like the happiness coming through it, and it's left me really confused. Hence the rum.
It's very, very different. The Tugboat live show, we have a bassoon, we have keys and drums and bass and guitars.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of party vibes is the idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
Strip
Sorry,
back.
Gav, go on.
No,
So I was
just
going to say, just for local listeners, have you played down in Torbay before, bud?
We played in Torquay. When did we do that? That was 2 years ago. We played in Torquay. I actually lived in Falmouth for a little while in Cornwall. So
Perfect.
sort of southwest connection. We play shows down there. We've done Langerland Festival a couple of times. I know Tom Stockley, who runs that from Uncollective, who's a lovely guy. Jack actually helped put on the show that we did in Torquay.
all right, okay.
At the Apple and Parrot, I think it was.
Yeah, amazing.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we love Southwest. It's such a great place to play, and the music scene is lovely down there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, look forward to hopefully you'll be able to play some time down here again in the future for sure.
Hopefully on our next tour, we'll be heading that way for sure.
Yeah.
When we do our virtual pub live festival, we'll definitely be giving you a shout to come and play.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of a band called Superorganism?
I have heard of a band called Superorganism. Yeah.
They did that Tiny Desk concert. That's how I first heard about them.
Yeah.
In the sense of the kind of the playful sense that you guys kind of have about you, like with the full band and the self-shot music videos and that type of thing. Like, I think there's some comparisons there, maybe, if that's not an insult.
They definitely do like pop on a DIY level, which is something we're like trying to do. Like, it's really important that we have control of what we're doing. And we make our own music in general. Like, we produce everything at home. We book the tours. And it means that money stays in our pockets. We have full control over everything. And it's really nice. Like, it means that it's like a fun, wholesome project. And I think people can see that when they check out the music and they check out what we're doing. It's like, oh, this is some nice, homespun thing. And the people making the content really care about it.
Yeah, definitely. That's the vibe I get from the stuff I've seen on YouTube, is that it's wholesome, it's organic, it's kind of at home, it's DIY, it's kind of playful. Like I said earlier, it's like that's what made me think of that Superorganism lot. Is kind of there's some similarities there in the sense that like it feels very it's got depth and pathos, but at the same time it's kind of layered with this thing of there's a playful kind of tone to it, and I think it makes it kind of super approachable. But then once you've kind of gone through that initial barrier, you sense, like I say, that depth and that pathos that's also in there as well.
Oh, thank you. That's a real compliment. It's nice to hear. Nice to hear that comes across.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely there. Definitely.
Something that Jack James brought up in the comments here. Oh yeah, I was going to say the Netflix. You mentioned while you're playing as well. You've got a couple of tunes on a Netflix series. That's you.
Yeah, our song "Don't Want to Wake Up on My Own" is on this Japanese reality TV show.
Amazing.
So it's called Terraced House. It's actually really well. Now is a good time to be watching that show. Actually, it's proper slow TV. It's just these like Japanese people in a house hanging out. The objective of the show isn't really clear. I think it's for them to fall in love, but you don't really know. But our song was, they asked us to use one of our songs on the show. So it was the Christmas Day episode last year, where some of the characters go to some waterfall together. They played "Don't Want to Wake Up on My Own," which was really cool. Like, totally
amazing.
As a kind of a DIY kind of doing everything yourself band, how does the connection happen between yourself and Netflix? 'Cause that sounds like the sort of thing that would usually come through a label or book an agent or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, so we do have a publisher who's Centric, and they basically act as middleman to sort that out for us, which was really cool. Like, we don't really expect, they usually just collect our royalties for us, but they've sorted it out, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. So where do those guys kind of sit in your process? Is it purely on a sort of publishing level?
Yeah, they just collect our royalties because that's something we physically can't do. It's too complex. So we're sort of happy to hand that over to someone else. And they're really nice people, the guys who work at Centric, and they looked after us and they got us that. So I've got no complaints.
Yeah, awesome.
Dude, is it not a case of just turning up at their door, banging on, and be like, "Where's my money?"
In
I mean,
Japan.
if they want,
Yeah, just be like, "Come on, mate."
I'm not sure. Right, Gav.
Steve Evans in the comments is asking if it's a bit like a Japanese Love Island.
And Love Island's a bit more bombastic than this. This is really, really slow, and they're all really polite to each other, and you can't really tell what they're trying to do while they're on the show. They're just hanging out in this house, and like they get really upset when someone's manners are off. Like if someone like talks out of turn, it's the big fucking drama for a whole season. Like you're getting like 4 hours of people like very politely complaining about someone like not washing up their dishes. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that's my kind of reality TV, to be honest.
Is it
Big Brother mumbo jumbo?
Is it in Japanese? So you're watching it subtitled?
Yeah, with subtitles. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds mundane. Has anyone ever watched not This Country, but what's the other one that's about? Josh, you know this one, The Farmer with Mackenzie Crook in it, and it's really slow but beautifully slow.
No.
Detectorists. It was called.
Yeah,
I've never seen that show.
Too slow for me.
That I loved the pace of that. Like you constantly feel like, right, it's going to go somewhere now. The drama's going to come. It's like they're building up to it, and then by the end of the episode, it's just like, nope, it's just flattened right back down again.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, no.
But
is this show available on UK Netflix?
Sorry?
Is this show available on UK Netflix? Can we
Yeah,
just jump on and
But weirdly, our soundtrack is not used on UK Netflix because they've only got royalty-free music on that one.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they skimped on the budget for that. So I think if you're like on American Netflix or Japanese Netflix, you get the track, but it's different. It's different music for the UK.
Yeah,
there's
right.
weird stuff that happens like that, isn't there, on Netflix? Like, there's a couple of shows that I'm a big fan of that like were originally BBC shows that have been sold to Netflix, and there's like crude voiceovers when they've mentioned the BBC. You know, like in The Office when it's very explicitly, oh, it's the BBC filming us.
Yeah.
And then not The Office isn't one of those examples, but a couple other shows that I'm into where it was originally a BBC show and they mentioned the phrase BBC in the show, and it's just been crudely overdubbed by not even the original actor saying Netflix when they said BBC, and even like the background noise cuts out at the time. And I the first time that happened, it was a couple of weeks ago. I noticed it happening. And I was like, that sounded weird. Then, like, what actually happened? And I kind of like paused just before and played the bit, and I was like, yeah, they've literally just crudely kind of just put the word Netflix over the top of the original
Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. Like with this microphone, I've just gone Netflix. Yeah, it's really weird. But I've noticed that films that I know that have kind of been around throughout my whole life, sort of thing. You know the soundtrack. You know when the next song's coming in, and there's films that I've noticed that have gone over to Netflix, and just that's that one particular song will change on the Netflix version, and you think, well, they must have gone back into the studio to open up the. Probably not Premiere Pro, but open up the video editing thing and pull the because the actual audio is still in the movie, but they've changed out the thing, and it's like, oh, well, that's obviously Netflix didn't get the rights to play that song, so they've had to reopen the edit file, and it's weird, all that sort of like legal stuff that goes on in that sort of world.
I feel like this is something that's really bothered you, Sam.
It's not bothered me, but I've noticed a lot of it with Netflix. I guess
yeah. It would bother me if I'd noticed it, but I've just never come across. You're gonna have to send me some examples because
the shows that I'm on about, Josh, I know you're a fan of, so I'll send you some examples later on, and I reckon there'll be bits that you'll go, oh yeah, they've literally changed X out for Y there because it's gone onto Netflix. It's really weird, but yeah, I guess that's all that kind of legal, like kind of music-y type stuff that happens. Like for example, your tune not being on the British version, but it is on the Japanese version. That wasn't that good content, was it? that was just a stream of consciousness as opposed to actual entertaining content. Right, come on then. Let's have some would you rathers in the comments, because the last few nights people have been going, would you rather do this or do that? Would you rather see your dad do this or do that? Not those ones. But if anyone's got any weird and wonderful questions.
Luke is hot, so I feel like he's going to drop some gold.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, as well, another thing that we usually do is do this, which is drop the link into the comments. If anyone wants to join us in the natter in the pub, then feel free. If anyone needs to leave, by the way, who's already on the stream, feel free to use this as your opportunity. We usually do this around about this time and kind of throw the link into the comments and let people join us. And people usually do, to be honest. There's usually someone around who wants to have a little natter, see what Jack's up to tonight. He might come on.
Yeah, there's a few of the OGs that were talking before the show, so potentially they're around watching.
So, favorite meal. So specifically to Socks and Gav apparently, but I'm sure we can do all of it. Meal deal. Sorry, this is the question that's been flying around for the last sort of 3 or 4 nights. So that's why he's addressed it to you two, because we've already done ours. So Alex,
go for it. Socks,
what's your meal deal?
Boots meal deal.
Yeah,
like, variety. You're getting that £4.50, so it's a little bit expensive, but you're getting unbelievable stuff. You're getting like premium sushi. You're getting like fancy drinks like kombucha, energy drinks, like some crazy health bar. So I can't tell you exactly what my favorite is, but it's a combination of those crazy things.
Just boots.
Boots meal deal. Do it. Way better than anything else.
Nice. I'm gonna take that into consideration when I'm not locked up in my house. I'm gonna get to Boots next time. I'm gonna do a meal deal. Mind you, Boots is a little less frequent as a shop. Oh, Savo's in the comments saying I would, but I've just got into bed. Soon though, boys. Yes, do Savo when you're next available and you've got some clothes on. Click the link and come on and have a natter. Tell us what your favourite meal deal is. That's
What's your meal
deal? High quality content we're bringing you around here. Gav, what's yours?
All right, so I go for pretty deluxe. I'll go just a plain ham sandwich, ready salted crisps, and a bottle of water. That's the blandest. I'm joking. I'm going for this is a bit of a special. This isn't the normal every day. Around Christmas time, you get that turkey and stuffing with cranberry sauce.
Yes.
It's usually in the meal deal, or in fact, I think they pulled this year. They just went, I don't know who's in that board of directors making the decisions, but they did a good one where they did pulled pork or like hog roast with apple sauce. That was pretty up there.
They did a vegan one this year. They did like a vegan version of that Christmas sandwich, and it was actually delightful.
Yeah, was that like jackfruit or something? Barbecue jackfruit?
Yeah, I think it was barbecue jackfruit and stuffing and stuff, and yeah, it was damn good. Tegan's in the comments.
All this talk may mean that I need to shoot off because I've got to make my dinner still. So
right on, brother. Of course.
I might let you get on with it. Thank you very much for having me this evening. It's been a
Mate, thanks so much for your time. It's been awesome having you on. Like I say, it's been
you're amazing, brother.
A ray of sunshine.
Again, for sure.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No,
cool. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, just before he goes, just make some more noise. Do these emojis, do these emojis, do these emojis, do these emojis, do all of the emojis. Alex and Tugboat Captain, everybody. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks very much, guys. Keep it real.
Thanks so much, bud.
He was awesome. I want him back now.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Really good.
Yeah, he was good. He was super positive and optimistic about life. I liked it. Made me feel like maybe it will be all right, actually.
Yeah, it will be all right. Especially with people like that around.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to London after this is all done. I'm going to go have a weekend with him. Top up on positivity.
Exclusive.
Josh, did we do your meal deal, Josh?
Yeah, we did mine the first time round, didn't we?
What was yours? I can't remember yours.
Oh, mate, I'm a Red Leicester Ploughman's through and through.
Oh yeah, I remember yours.
Yeah, that's
I've still never answered. I like Jack's comment when he said, "What did he say?" Let me scroll up. He was like, "I love how people don't even think about the question; they just know." It's like you ask somebody what their favorite meal deal is, and they don't go, "I'm not sure." They just go, "Bang!" Like give it you.
That's why I thought Gav's ham sandwich, ready salted crisps, and a bottle of water was so quick off the bat and so convincing that we can't be anything else. That's what he eats.
That's
I know for a fact Gav would be straight down at KFC and not having a meal deal in the first place. So
yeah, I'm pretty greasy like that, I must admit.
Gav would rather drive the extra 10 minutes to hit like some real food, I reckon.
Yeah, true that.
If I know Gavin Williams, and I think I do, I still haven't answered what mine is, so maybe I'll leave it a mystery because there's been about 3 or 4 nights now of this
Did you
conversation
get away with
going
it
around.
on the first night? I'm sure you answered it.
No, I haven't answered, and I'm still thinking about it because, unlike Jack's comment, I don't actually have a go-to. I like to see what's there on the day and let myself kind of get inspired.
I know
And I
you
do
like-
try and keep it like as much as possible. I try and keep it plant-based. But yeah, obviously, like when Gav said about the turkey and stuffing and cranberry and all that stuff, obviously that's delicious, and that's kind of where I'm at with the whole kind of like vegan thing. Is kind of like I know that a steak can be delicious, but equally we should all be vegan. It's the only thing that's going to save the world. Anyway, yeah, big up Tegan for joining us again. Tegan was amazing last night. There's been a lot of talk about Tegan joining us as a new host, so keep your eyes peeled for that one because yeah, I think there's going to be some interesting conversations happening there. Steve Evans is locked in. Do you guys ever do the pasta pots?
Yeah, sometimes, man. Sometimes
Really?
I get one. Yeah, and I'll open them and I'll stuff in a chocolate bar and close it back up.
Hang on.
Out.
Yeah, just stuff in a chocolate bar so it's hidden in that pasta. It's like, you know, the pick and mix. You just drop a can of Coke in the bottom of some milk. No, God, can you imagine weighing it?
You're winding people up. You can't do that.
What about your barbecue beef sliders, Mr. Sam? All right. Do you want to know about them? Josh, do you know what I cooked for dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Luca's trying to call me out. All right. Well, we've all got to get our calories wherever we can get them at the moment. It's we're on lockdown. Food's in short supply. Pasta pots are the one, Mitch. Really, you like them? I just find them. I don't know. Pasta, even like. I mean, the fresh pasta that I've been making of Luca's recipe has been incredible, but even just like pasta that you get from a packet and cook it, I always find it just like super dense, weighs you down, and that sort of stuff, like the pasta pots, it's just carbicide.
Yes, Mitch, he did say chocolate. Just as a yes, that's what he said. Chocolate pasta pot in the same sentence.
Yeah, no, not for the sake of chocolate, for stealing the chocolate bar. Still in its wrapper.
Oh, I see. You put the
God,
chocolate.
yeah, I'm not mixing in chocolate pasta. I'm not a savage. Jesus.
Okay.
Why do you think we were ribbing you, Gav? That's exactly what
Oh, God. No, you see,
I'm not a
this is
savage,
why I
he
get a
says.
free chocolate bar.
Gav
So
claiming not to be a savage whilst rocking that mustache and hair combo. Right. If you want to hear a controversial meal deal choice and you want to hear about having a separate sandwich as an aperitif, then this guy's got some interesting.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
How's it going, boys? Are you doing
Yes,
good?
now, mate.
Yeah, good.
What was the word? Chaser. That was it, wasn't it?
Chaser, mate. Yeah, you got to get my old man knows it. Yeah, he introduced me to it, actually. He was the guy. Meal deal, chaser sandwich, maybe a little prawn or a tuna, something light.
Got the cleanse your palate.
something light. One you wolf down without even thinking about it. So, boys, I've been talking to a few friends today, just catching up. I spoke to Mick last, if you know him.
Oh, yeah?
They're still doing the brownies, probably the nicest brownies that I've tasted. I can't remember the name of his company right now, but I'll link it to you guys. But they're delivering, man. Brownies, lovely, freshly baked to your door. So big up, Mick.
Sick.
Yeah,
What,
man,
around Bados sort of area?
it is Bados, yeah. I think they're like TQ1 and TQ2. So sorry, Londoners or whoever else is tuned in. You're missing out. You guys got any? I've been listening to quite a lot of new music recently. Have you got any recommendations, guys?
Endless. That's all I've been doing.
I've been listening to a band called Drain from California. Have just dropped their new LP. It's pretty heavy, but it's like a surf punk hardcore record, and it's so reminiscent of the 80s thrash California scene with like a surf rock vibe to it. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, it sounds great, man.
Yeah, I've been nailing it last few days. It came out Friday, so that's my big one at the minute, I think.
Wicked.
And
What
also,
about you, Gav?
I've been repping the Eurovision hits. I've got a playlist, every Eurovision winner. I'm just smashing them. Particular favourites, if I'm going to pull them. Nettie, the one who did the whole Nana Banana or whatever it was. I don't
know what you're on about. No.
Well, get on it. You got Spotify, yeah? Hit up the Eurovision playlist. It's the one.
Okay, that's tomorrow's soundtrack sorted then.
Sounds great.
What about you, Sam?
I got a variety for you. I've got some reggae. So Natty's second album, I think it is.
Awesome.
Man Like I think it's called. It might even be called Man Like I and I. That one that's been on repeat. I absolutely love that album. It's an old one. I think it's about. Well, yeah, I think it was the 10-year anniversary of it a couple of years ago because we all went down to Cornwall to see him for that 10-year anniversary. So it's like 12 years old, but it's an absolute banger. Every tune on that, and it's got that deep kind of like thing going on with like the lyrics. There's a lot of stuff in there about like racism built into the system and kind of all that sort of shit. So like, yeah, it's the deep album to listen to, but then on the forefront of it, it's just a banging reggae album. But it's kind of like new modern reggae. So I'm on that.
Perfect for
Aladdin
the sun.
soundtrack. Absolute banger.
Of course.
Yeah, so there's one version of the Aladdin musical soundtrack on Spotify that's like legit. It's got all the harmonies, all the full chorus, the full orchestra, everything.
Awesome.
That like sonically, like I can't get over it. It's just incredible. Like it's like at different points in it, you've got like literally 50, 60 different people all performing at once, and just like that, like you know the Bring Me thing when they're playing with an orchestra, and it just overwhelms you how much like it's that, but in a sort of cheesy musical sort of way. So that I would encourage people to check out.
Mate, when I worked with your brother Squid, he used to when we worked at One World together, and then when we were closing up, A Whole New World on full blast every night. Like he would like absolutely crank it, and the punters would be like, "What is this?" Like, and leave as well. So it worked. So big up, Al.
I get so worried whenever anyone brings him up as an introduction. Like, when I used to work with your brother, I think, "Oh my god, here it comes." Next.
Male nudity always.
I'm still smashing the semi-new Dan Lancaster stuff that came out probably about a year ago now.
What a voice.
Mate, that new stuff.
He lost me with that newer stuff. I can't believe it. Are you still... You might have to send me the track, Sam. I don't know if I've heard him.
No, mate, the new stuff where he's gone a lot more kind of like full production, full pop. Like, yeah, that's definitely worth people checking out.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Dan Lancaster, check him out on Spotify. And then what's this Pipes playlist? I feel like one thing I'm quite good at, right, is naming Spotify playlists.
Okay, go on.
So I got one called Pipes, which is just all people who are just incredible singers. I got one called Vegged. That's not particularly well named. I got one called Gurr, which is just all just like disgusting heavy bands that Josh sends me.
Yeah.
I got
boy.
I got one called Flav Ones, which is just kind of like all kind of like what is it?
I follow all of these playlists.
Yeah, my Spotify playlist game is all right, to be fair. Like,
how do we find you, Sam? How do we find you?
I don't know, mate. I've never promoted myself as a Spotify curator.
Oh, mate, you can get a link out, mate. Get a link out in the comments.
I guess. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's. No, I don't know. Find me on Facebook, and I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll put it. I'll get it. I'll get it ready so that next time anyone asks me. Also, if anyone's ever seen the show Homeland on HBO, the soundtrack from that is all just mad jazz stuff, and it's sick.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I got some shouts. Do you know? There's a band called Foxjaw. They're pretty heavy. They're Bristol.
Yeah, man. I saw that. I watched them at Burn It Down last year. They were absolutely fantastic. They were so good.
Oh, that's a point actually. I need to ask Matt if Burn It Down's still going on. I know it's end of August.
That's September 1st, isn't it, this year?
Yeah,
better be because Palm Reader are playing.
Yeah, Palm Reader are great. Yeah, there's some wicked bands on there. Good one I found today actually. Chocolate Mountain, wicked name for a band. They got a song called Bloom out. Incredible if you like into your psyche vibes. Oh, Palm Reader team, nice man.
I got all their OG merch.
Wicked. Did you buy one to keep and one to wear?
No,
that's the thing.
this has been worn. You know, sometimes some merch you buy, you wear it, and it gets better every time you wash it. Like the black fades and it starts getting grey and looking like a battered old band t-shirt. This one, it's just lasted. They're all the same t-shirt. They're all Gildan heavy, but like this one in particular, it's just worn really well.
Someone nailed it in the factory that day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. What are
On
they
the
called,
wa-
Jack? Chocolate Mountain. Fountain.
Yeah, but it's MTN, so they've like abbreviated it.
Yeah,
yeah. There's a
Jack,
song
do you
called
know
Bloom.
about a band called Harvard with all the vowels taken out?
Oh, that rings a bell, maybe.
Oh my god.
I'm going to send it to you right now because that's me and Jack have spent many a night staying up until 6 o'clock in the morning being like, do you know this band? And then the other one will go, yeah. Do you know this band? And then the other one will go, yeah. And I'm always like taken back by how many like bands that I think are like secret underground kind of like, no,
Yeah.
you won't have heard of this one. And then I put it on. He's just like, yeah, I went to school with these guys. Or like, but
Yeah, man.
this might be the first one ever that you haven't heard of who are like, you know, what we're aiming for when we're showing each other bands is like musician bands that are like fully sick. Mate,
Yeah.
I'll send you this one. It'll be
Sick.
a joy if you haven't heard of them.
Yeah, I know. I haven't off the bat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm well up for that. Yeah, nice one. You should do a little. I think music is definitely something that's helping me, not just as a musician, but as a music lover through the lockdown. And it's bringing me together with some people as well that I haven't spoke to in ages. So like you start the conversation with like, you know, the normal stuff. How's lockdown treating you? You well. Then it's just like, what have you been listening to, man? I spoke to a friend of mine, Lee, earlier on. Big up Lee Martin. He's in a band called Blue Stragglers. They released an album early last year, and I listened for it today, and the production on it's great. So check it out, Blue Stragglers. It's called Toll Road Exit on Spotify. If you're into your like grungy noise stuff, then yeah, get on that definitely.
Jack, how's the OKP project coming on?
Oh man, there's been some developments. I don't know how.
Is it?
I don't know how. Yeah, it's insane. We've got a third party, and yeah. So basically, when I've been doing this a cappella thing, I've been recording everything separately. So I did the hi hat to a click, and then a kick drum to a kick. I say kick drum. It was my fist on like the side of a thing, like I was banging on the side of the side.
Sick, though, to be fair.
It does, mate. It's awesome.
But yeah, so I ditched the idea on the drums, and we got the big Mitch in, Mr. Pike.
Oh yeah, Mitch is in the comments right now.
Big up Mitch. Yeah, he sent me over a track today with the drums done, and it sounds so good. He's so good. Big up Mitch. So yeah,
big up Mitch.
We should have something for you by the end of next week, but I think it's going to be a rolling project into the real world as well. I know he's in Berlin, so Owen is. So yeah, it could be an international thing. I don't know. Yeah, cool.
Ooh, I wonder when we're announcing what's happening Friday night, because I don't think we've announced that yet. But Owen's got a booking in that's sick. Like,
oh really?
Oh really?
Yeah, because Owen's going to pretty much do like, we're still going to have an act on Fridays, but then we're going to do the fire in the pub thing like straight afterwards. And yeah, Owen's booking for Friday night is like legit exciting. Yeah, I don't think we've announced it yet, so I won't say.
Yeah,
I'll tell you afterwards. But
you've dangled the carrot now, man.
Yeah.
I want to know. Yeah, Owen's got some links. Owen has definitely got some links. Is it a Berlin-based person? Can we have a clue?
Yeah, it's Berlin-based, and it's not Awkward Al.
Oh, okay. So you've got a new one introduced. I'm excited.
I think Luddy is going to come back. So Luddy, like Awkward Al, his actual name is Ludwig. Like, come on, man, what a name for a musician!
Mate, you're set up to be a muso, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think Luddy's going to come back on Friday and do like a couple of little bits and be like a guest host and stuff.
Wicked.
He had a good crack on Friday. So yeah, we got him coming back on. He'll probably drop a couple of tracks. Owen will obviously do a couple of tracks himself, but then our main guest for the evening is going to drop a couple as well. And she's sick.
Well, I'm excited.
There's another clue.
Oh.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it.
Keeping it spicy.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a message off of Owen in a minute, just like, shut up. It's not
yeah, mate, as long as you don't name drop him, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We'll just have to find another female from Berlin who is a rapper to come and join us if it falls through. It's her all along.
I watched back the show last night, just having a little proud brother moment. My sister's still in the comments. You smashed it, mate. I'm not what I normally get. I'm normally that harsh critic of a brother. So well, you could have done that better, but it was pretty flawless last night, T. So big up.
She's wicked. In the comments earlier. Tay, if you're still here, let us know. That's my nickname for her.
Yeah, I like it. Tay.
There she was. She was delicious. Presumably, she meant this shirt.
Yeah, 100%. or the lack of buttons.
Yeah.
They genuinely broke up as well.
Oh no, I've got messages coming in. I hope it's not. I hope it's not Owen telling me off. Oh, I just got a message saying you look fresh on the virtual pub tonight. Good work. That chest spread is tight. And then
Who's that from?
Who sent you that? Are you allowed to name them or not?
No, I won't name him. I'll keep it secret. Thanks though, babe, for saying that. It's a guy. It's a guy for what it's worth. But thanks, babes, if you're still watching. Call me later. Mitch is saying he's having a party on Friday, so yeah, stick around, because one thing that we noticed was we had the act on, and as what happens in every pub, whether it's a virtual pub or a real pub, everyone leaves after the act, and then we brought Owen on, and then we had this surge of new people like joining us. But it'd be cool if the people that watch the act on Friday, if we can tell people in as much time as possible that we've got 2 shows on Friday nights now. In fact, not to go too deep on the kind of plans for the pub and stuff, but we're going to be doing a lot more of this stuff where we bring in more than one act in an evening, because I think the data and the analytics and stuff is suggesting that maybe we should be concentrating on bigger nights. No, I'm scared that I'm going to say something that's not kind of like out there yet, but at the very least, one thing I can say is that we're looking at, over the weekends, we're looking at bringing in more than one act per show to try and make those shows as sick as they can be, and make them kind of like more acts, more kind of like more going on that night, and kind of like drawing them out over a slightly longer period of time.
Sure.
And then maybe a little bit. No, I'm not going to say the next bit.
Mate, he's done that twice now. You snatched it from under my feet.
I'm just teasing. Just want you to stay interested, please.
Keep me engaged. I'm engaged. Yeah, 100%.
I just want to bite of the carrot, man.
So, Josh, talk us through the roast, mate. Were you making it? What was happening?
Yeah, I made it.
Go on, what do you have?
We had the Richmond meat-free sausages. First time I tried them, they were.
It's not a roast. How's that a roast? We had some sausages. We had sausage sandwiches.
Everything else is roast material, my friend.
Oh, right, okay. That's
orange glazed carrots. Yeah.
Sounds good, mate. Yeah.
We had garlic and coriander roast potatoes I made from scratch.
Oh, nice. Eat your heart out, Luca.
Yeah, broccoli, Yorkshires. What else do we have? Homemade stuffing.
Is Jenny there, is she?
Yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, right, yeah. Don't worry then.
Yeah, she's not.
Tell me more about your homemade stuffing. Because the other night when you left the show, you were going upstairs for a homemade stuffing.
Yeah.
After Alex had been playing saxophone all night.
Yeah.
I think Django was quite eager at some stuffing.
Yeah,
I got told off for saying things like that this morning.
Really?
Yeah. Someone who has authority in my life.
Yeah.
Told me that sometimes we go a little bit crass and it puts people off. So
we've gone there now, haven't we?
Yeah.
I actually think it was AJ that came on the other night and did that to everyone. Only he was chatting up Emily's mum.
Yeah, that was
AJ?
Fun, but pretty outrageous.
Fun but outrageous.
Yeah, Emily was on the channel, on the stream, and Emily's mum was in the comments, and then AJ came in. It's just like, well, this is a recipe for disaster. But it's a recipe for offense, at least.
Absolute danger zone.
AJ's always positive, and he can't stop that guy from smiling. Mind you, if I paid 10 grand for my smile, I would never stop smiling either.
Yeah, exactly. 10 grand.
I've just stitched
look
them up
after your teeth, mate. Just look after them in the first place.
Yeah, true that.
Wicked. I'm going to duck out, guys. Lovely to see you all, as usual.
So, man,
yeah, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, I'll catch up. I'll see you tomorrow, no doubt. I've got some good acts upcoming that I've sent over to Luca, which I'm excited about just to watch, because don't often get the opportunity on the outside world. So, yeah, big up you guys for this, because I'm seeing people that I haven't seen for years, which is great, including my sister. We live so far apart now. It's nice to watch her do her thing.
Yeah, nice. That's what we do around here. The virtual pub, bringing people back together, bringing families back together, and all sorts.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we had the whole fam on yesterday. That was madness. That was wicked.
Yeah, sick.
My old man with more hair than me. Lucky git. Right, catch you later, boys and girls.
See you later,
Yeah,
Jake.
Bye.
In a bit. Got
Right,
James,
good.
everybody. There you go.
What a B8.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about you lot, but je suis vraiment fatigué.
Yeah.
Oui, et toi?
No. No.
Are you been asleep all afternoon?
Yeah, I'm
Right,
just
unless anyone's got any mad questions for us in the comments, which I'll give you 30 seconds to a minute for because there's a slight delay. Other than that, we're going to bed because we've deserved it. I mean, we've earned it. We deserve it. We've been working hard here for your entertainment. I'm only
really,
joking.
really, really very hard. I can't wait to find out what Owen's got lined up Friday because even I don't know about this.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's sick.
Again.
Oh, there's another one as well. There's so many background that I'm not supposed to talk about on the stream. Butler, let us know how your booking's going for a Friday night because that one's exciting.
What? So we've got potentially a triple stacker.
Well, maybe not this Friday night, but the one that Butler's working on. If that comes through, that's massive.
Oh, really?
Would you rather have fur or scales?
Fur.
I mean,
Scales.
Josh has
I'm halfway
basically
there.
the bottom of his back.
Halfway there, mate.
Scales or fur or scales? Fur or scales? Scales or fur? Probably, yeah, fur. Fur's like less of a change, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I guess
but-
scales.
Progress. You going scales, Gav?
Yeah, man, it's way more badass.
Always been a bit of a lizard.
Yeah, true that. Cold-blooded.
Collating people's DNA and all that stuff that you do.
I'm still gutted I missed that boat.
Did I tell you I actually did that?
What?
I
After I
sent off my
warned
blood
you?
to one of those companies.
What? To find out what ethnicity you were?
No, an unnamed company that ask you to send off your blood to them so that they can give you health information. I did it even after living with Gav for 2 years when he was telling me that he was going to set up the company just to harvest people's DNA. I did it.
Oh my god!
You know what the worst bit was?
Never heard back.
No, I did hear back. They came back to me and they went, "Yeah, you're pretty much all right. You're sound. No worries." And I was-
Straight from DNA.
800
Yeah, just the DNA, bro.
I mean, it was nice to hear from a company that I haven't got any kind of genetic mutations or anything going
Do you
on in my
reckon they
body.
even test it? They were just like, "Oh, we got his DNA. Tell him he's fine."
Yeah, yeah,
What-
probably.
No, it's just like a standard email. It's just MailChimp. Just, send that back.
Mitch is asking, "What's the deal with the test, Gav? How's that going, and what's involved?"
With what DNA testing?
Yeah, on the assumption that you're. Oh, okay. No, sorry. Jez has commented above saying, "Stop putting lipstick on monkeys, Gav."
Oh man, yeah. As far as that's going, the monkeys still don't like it, but they look fantastic, so they don't know what's good for them.
I mean, that's potentially libelous, given that you do actually work.
Yeah, no,
But
we do nice vet stuff. We make them better.
Yeah, definitely. All the work that you guys do that I've ever nattered to you about, it means you're literally saving animals' lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
say
and
that
we
on
What's
here
that?
the other night when you were drunk? Did you say that you're testing for coronavirus at the moment, or you're setting up to
Yeah,
test?
I remember you saying that.
setting up to do it at the moment. Yeah.
I wanted to
I
ask
think
you about that. When you say you're setting up to test for coronavirus
In animals.
virus, is that are the samples human blood samples or animals?
human.
Because did I see an article the other day that a tiger has got coronavirus, or was it fake news?
I honestly have no idea. I get emails all the time from, because obviously we're part of huge sort of like vet network, and there is things going out about whether animals can contract it, whether they can pass it to humans, whether it can be stuck on the fur,
Well,
etc.
it originates from animals in the first place, right? Most flu strains originate from some form of animal, whether it's avian flu or swine flu or
Yeah, they reckon it was the bat, don't they? So
so all the strains originate anyway. So animals having it isn't that far fetched. It's just whether the animals can transmit it.
yeah, it's because they ate the bat. I think it's it's more like whether it would be on the surface of the animal.
Or an internal
Because
thing.
they say there's different periods that it can exist on, like metal or porous materials, etc. So I think kind of that came into it. And
That's
yeah,
the
as far,
excuse use.
What? Sorry.
There's 2 ways you can contract a virus from a bat: eating it or fucking it. And I would
Yeah,
probably
pretty
go with the eating it option. If someone come to me and went, you know that bat that you had as a pet? And I went, Barry, and he went, yeah, Barry the bat.
He went,
And he went, well, you know that virus that you've got that you've spread globally? It can only have come from Barry the bat, who we know you've had as a pet for the last couple of months. Were you eating it? This is literally Gervais, like Ricky Gervais recycled material, but it's funny. Were you eating it or fucking it? I was eating it. That's the excuse I would use.
Yeah, true. Yeah, if I was going to choose, I'd say, yeah, eating it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The original joke was with a monkey. It kind of works. I'm just recycling.
Go.
Chubby bat. Still locked in. Jezzer, are you in bed? Can I see a picture of you in your bed, please? Obviously your bat is called Bruce. Yeah, that's probably a better name. I was riffing. Oh, Butler though, just working on which Friday it would be by the sound of it. Go on, Butler, get that.
Who is it, Sam?
I'll tell you after.
Is it a wild one?
It's through a personal connection of ours, like a Bados OG, but the connection that he's connected to is like pretty big, like real big. He's just done a video like now about coronavirus and all that mad stuff that's gone like popped, like fully popped.
Oh really?
That one.
In your comment.
There's just all the today's references coming in the comments now. Anyway, I've run out of material. Anyone else?
Right. Nah. She gonna bet.
What's saying?
She's still watching RuPaul's Drag Race, mate. Apparently, it's more entertaining than us tonight.
Silently in the background.
Huh?
She's watching the Drag Race silently in the background.
Oh, she got her headphones in.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah.
She's got her headphones in just so that we can provide the high quality content that people are used to. And
service for all you people during this trying time.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
And do we get any thanks? Do we? No, we don't. I'm really joking. We get so much thanks. And ultimately, that's the whole thing that keeps this thing going is you lot saying thank you and telling us to keep going with it, because otherwise
all the time it's been too lovely. If anything, everyone's been too nice. We need a little bit of negative feedback, so we've not really had any.
No, don't encourage that.
I'm saying something horrible about
right. You lot, you're all delicious. We love you all the OGs staying locked in. Mitch, Jack, some guy called Jeremy Blunt, whoever that is. Butler, we love you. Josh, thanks for jumping on after your roast dinner. That was obviously challenging. Anytime I've ever eaten a roast dinner, the one thing I want to do is just go to bed and be held and told that everything's going to be okay.
I feel so fat. I feel so fat. I feel like my head's swollen. I feel like my fingers are swollen. But
obviously, shout out to Alex from Tugboat Captain. The set was incredible. It's a nice ray of sunshine on this Monday evening. As I say, he seems like a very nice guy. He seems like a very positive dude. He seems very optimistic.
We'll have him back on.
Yeah, we're going to have him back on, or at the very least, you're going to be able to see him at the Virtual Pub Live, our festival that we're apparently running. So, yeah. But most importantly, equally as importantly, I just want to say a shout out to my main man up in the top right there, Dr. GAV. Thank you so much for coming on as a guest host this evening. Really appreciate you coming on. And yeah, I think everybody very much enjoyed the flowery shirt, the mustache, the haircut, and your sense of wit and togetherness and community that you bring with you all the time, Gavin. You always make people feel
too kind, brother. Too kind. Thank you so much. Thanks for
ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for everyone that's been involved tonight. You lot for watching. Josh, Gavin, Alex, everybody. We're the Virtual Pub. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:00. We love you all very much.